Hello and welcome back to HoI4 with our Bulgaria campaign. So last episode I kind of had to end abruptly. What you heard in the background, if you even heard it, that was my girlfriend being really happy and surprised about some Formula 1 stuff. She's a big fan. And yeah, that's what you heard. Anyway. Let's continue where we left off. Let's start waiting for the event that was probably gonna say, okay, the conquest of Anatolia. So this would get a Turkish state. It becomes a puppet of. Petition out between the Kurdish and the Turkish state. No. 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 Well, I guess it's going to be maintaining, and that's going to be a big hit on our stability, but, yeah, you know, that's the only thing we have. Right, okay, we need a new commander. Well, I don't have any political power, so, I'm going to dominate Albania. That might lead into war, might not lead into war, we'll see where it ends up with, so, hopefully we're not going to get a big-ass hit on our stability, but we're getting a lot of political power. Due to the fact that we have high party popularity. Very high is 80%, so that's gotta be a while before we're there. We're only at 60, so. And we have a lot of free military factories. Is my stuff in there ready yet? Nope. Yeah, we can really start looking into some new avenues, as our production is now out of this world. Our manpower isn't that high, but I think we're only running on 5%. So that's not too bad. And we still got a couple of things that are gonna be there. And if we're gonna desperate, we're just gonna create puppet states and start pooling from that. So yeah. There's our towed anti-air. That's ones that I want. So let's get a towed anti-air group. Wait, Turkey has a lot less military factories as I thought they would have. 26. Okay, the Russians, closer economy, probably. Then I guess we'll be trading a little bit with Japan. Alright. Keep this in the list, and then we're gonna edit our divisions. So, infantry, anti-air, and that's the other way around there, buddy. For now, we're gonna save it. And also means that we gotta start looking into radio, because we can get radio companies now in our regular infantry divisions. So yeah, that is actually looking good. Right, we are doing pretty good. So we have got a couple of things left to do for this campaign, specifically to restore our former borders. That is Ukraine, Don-Kuban Union, these three small states right here. Perhaps a bit of Persia, I actually don't know, I don't have the map close to me. There is actually still reason to get into Hashemite Arabia. Are they in a singular faction? They're called on the Axis, so there might be some fighting that needs to be done there. But this is like Egypt and Tripolis will become puppet states, and just Syria will be added on, as well as, you know, like Beirut, some. Actually, Jerusalem won't be added in, I think. Anyway, we just add the like the part of Syria here, and then we're gonna release some puppet nations. But that's not in our objective just yet. So, but the Kingdom of Ukraine is gonna be difficult, as well as the Kingdom of the Two Sicilies, because this is all part of Middle Europa. Puppetum, we need an port, so. But because a puppet and becomes owner control. No, we gotta annex them because that's kind of what we wanted to do. So there we go. That's out of the way. We're really low on political power now, though, so that's a bit of an issue. So there we go. I think you guys can train a little bit because you seem to be a bit out of shape. Ah, well, it's kind of a risk. So we'll up the stability later again. Get a rocket artillery upgrade in there. Get the Volksstrom going, and we are gonna build some motorized rocket artillery for Okay, there we go. We just took Albania, so I need to pay like 200 fucking points. Wow. Wow. Trading with the US, I guess. So yes, we took a lot of land, so I kind of get the political instability as a result of it. It's just a bit like, such a shame, such a shame. Motorized, let's get some replacing here with this. You have a comment with a 1. That's pretty good. So, oh wait, no, you adding a comment with a 1. So, wait a minute, this looks weird. So, motorized. And this would get us in a solid 20. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this will become a signal company. Alright, very nice. Alright, we need 200 points of political power, but we're gaining quite a lot of days. So now about 100 days we should stabilize our country again, and then we can start investing a little bit more into stabilization. So it also means we're not gonna go into another war soon. You know, there is a severe lack of political support now. We cannot afford it to get into another war. See that as unpopular opinion, right? We cannot swing enough popular opinion to get this shit on the road. Okay. However, I'm fairly happy with where we are. Now let's take a look at the faction list. I think we can take this fairly easy as well. So it's just the Italian Federation is one step in that direction, and then there's just kind of need to figure out here, a little bit here, and I think by the time we need to start thinking about a way to kick down the Germans. Now I was hoping that Germany and Russia would be not as friendly as they were, but they are both kind of within the same political spectrum. Actually, you know, you're market liberals. What are you doing? Like military development? You have a large list of stuff that you can do regarding war with them, so it might actually we might need to wait for that one. And we risk a lot of stuff here by going to wars. Like Germany might fight people into his faction. We're at 100% world tension, so it's gonna be difficult to keep this up. I think Bulgaria did well. It does really well, actually, with that logic, but there is still some work left to do. Okay, you need probably your motorized. Yes, and we don't really have a hurry in getting you real quick, so let's get the motorized rocket artillery. Sacrificing range for impact. We can mount heavier rockets on larger vehicles operating in teams. Those artillery batteries can cooperate to reload and relocate quickly. Very nice. Alright, so it gets 15% soft attack. Like if I would run with comparative, like what kind of soft attack do you have? 40. What kind do you have? 55. So you got 44 in the end, right? Or doesn't that count for any of this yet? Breakthrough 8, breakthrough 12. A little bit more hard attack. And a little bit more piercing. So rockets are like a lot of attack, but they don't pierce like shit. Piercing, what exactly does that do? You have an equal piercing target. Armor value, right. Yeah, but I don't really give a shit about piercing, to be brutally honest. Alright. Signal companies and anti-air. Very nice. And we need some rubber apparently. So trade with the Dutch East Indies. There we go. Very nice. And our political... We've recovered. We are at low stability though, so that's something that we're gonna invest in first, you know, like... Average stability is always false, so we need to recover... You have to pass... and click to change stability. But this is always false, so... We'll see what it ends up with. We at least need the points, we need to fix our stability, because that is definitely an issue that we need to address before anything else. I think we can run without a stable country. I think you guys will be trained. Yep, there you go. So our next war is gonna be the Balkans here. So the last bit of Balkan unification. Not too bad, not too bad. At least we got fairly good political support here. So that's, you know, that's fairly balanced. That's quite lucky with that one. Right, let's get the advanced rocket pods. I think this also boosts... Yes, it also gives my trucks a soft attack upgrade. Very nice. Alright. Yeah, looking good. Just kind of like a little bit of an interwar period. Just a little bit of recuperation. Getting some stuff done. And anything along those lines. So you guys can automatically add on to that one. So don't bother me with that. Empire of Japan. Keep up that trade, will you? And a little bit of trade more with the United States. Large slews of factories are being built, so we might actually start investing in some more stuff. Like, we now run a motorized army. I actually might transfer that to a mechanized army and got us with us. Some more political power, pretty good. Pretty good. Improved anti-air upgrades. Let's get those anti-air guns. Yeah, those anti-air guns are pretty good actually. So for the motorized companies, oh wait, actually still need to do that. So let's see, we've got signal companies here. You don't need it, and you get your signal companies safe. Yes, it lowers their attack values slightly overall, but it does give them the initiative, which is pretty good. We can't go to average stability because it's always false. You'll end up at low stability if you let political power go under -50. You have to go past above -50 to go to average stability. Click to change stability. Is that always like click to change? So I need to wait for an event to get me out of the low stability one. I guess. I wouldn't really know what else. Nice whip here. Don't even know what they're planning on doing that. So let's get our School of Mass Combat. And there's, you know, might do a little bit of work here. Got some stuff available. Alright, so I have 2 fleets, right? No, I only have 1 fleet remaining. Okay, I need to build another one then. Okay, let's take a look. You have... What do you have? 1 light cruiser, 9... So 14 light, 9 heavies, and a couple of battleships. We're building navy. You never thought it would reach that point that we would actually legitimately start building ships. Now they are terribly outdated, and we don't even have battle cruisers, so battleships, I mean. So this is it for now, but it's something that we could start investing in. Yeah, we're really outdated on this one actually as well. Just realized we're 943, so we should really get that boost in there. There we go. Fixed stability. Very good. Just getting the final 2 bits done there. Advanced rocket artillery is done. So let's get advanced artillery. This gets us another 2% population that we can recruit. I think it's important that we have that, another 5%. It's sad that... Like, I'm kind of peeved that they removed the Ministry of Terror, right? Because that was just really good when you hold different nations, that you get the... Intelligence Minister, Economy Minister. Maybe perhaps there's an Economy Minister that does it. Social Conservative. Nope. Infantry Proponent. Nope. Maybe something on foreign ministers here. Nope. You can't change the head of state, so, well, that seems to be out of our reach then. Sadly enough. Right, so... The United States survives. That's the first time I've seen that happen. I am pleasantly surprised, actually, with that one. Yeah, we got some extra factories, which I'm not going to be using anytime soon, so I'm not going to bother with adding them on just yet. We're just stockpiling mostly anyway. Alright, thank you. I needed you to be ready, and then let's get some mechanized in this list, because that's going to be where we're going to replace... Make these guys a little bit harder, but lack of tanks, which you might as well go with mechanized. Instead of motorized. Many of India declared war on the body to commune, so there's a little bit of war going down around. Okay. Not very big surprise, you're weak. Wait, what? You're Social Democrats, so you're kind of in between. Whoa, that went fast. War declaration happened and it is all over. What kind of resources do we need? A little more steel. Okay, Japan, can you give me that steel? Thank you. Alright, I think it's time that we can start justifying for this guy. Get the final piece of the Balkans under our control. Bulgarian cruisers. Well, we'll just get it. We'll start pushing a lot of research into that soonish anyway. After the artillery has been researched. Like advanced anti-air guns. These are Pak fucking 40s, I think. Jesus Christ. Or Flak 88s, I mean. Pak 40s, that's... This is a Pak 40. Let's see, do they name this shit? Kanona Flak 30, Pak 36, Pak 40. Yeah, so the number 2 is comparison to a Flak 40 gun. A Pak 40, Jesus. Pak or Flak, I don't know. Flugzeug Abwehrkanone? I don't know. And Panzer Abwehrkanone? Is that what it stands for? It's not Abwehr, it's... I don't know what it is. Don't ask me. I don't speak German. I do a little bit. Very, very tiny, minute little bit. Yeah, we'll get that. I don't actually know what it stands for now. Abteilung? Pak. What does PAK stand for? PAK. Depends which one you're looking at. Panzerabwehrkanone. So it was Abwehr. Alright, so the other is Flugzeugabwehrkanone. I surprise myself sometimes. I think I actually said something else. Abwehr? It's Abwehr. Alright. Makes sense. It's the German way of naming things, right? What does it do? It's like Panzerkampfwagen. It's though they never truly called it they called it Panzers, but Panzers. But I like the idea of Panzerkampfwagen. Like, what does it do? It's what is it? It's armored, it fights, and it's a wagon. So it's a armored Panzer fighting Kampfwagen, car wagon. So Panzerkampfwagen. It's like we just name it after what it does. It's actually fairly similar to what the Dutch do. It's not as bad as some of the Dutch dialects that exist, like South African, which have some very literal naming stuff. Like Google what an elevator is in South African, and then I mean the Dutch South African, not the English one. But it's literally, it's translated as a well, It's a crate that lifts. Or a lifting crate. I think that's, if I would literally translate it, that's the closest thing I can come up with. Wait, we have a dude here that boosted this shit? Ah, whatever. Okay, we can modify our government. I can up my stability a little bit. I think it's actually not a bad idea to do. So let's get a good stability. Times of peace ask for stability. So get our advanced anti-air guns up and running. Pretty nice. Yeah, we got everything being set up pretty damn good. I love it. So you can... There we go. Well, I'll use my influence to block that. Damn you, market liberals. Wow. Oh crap, there's literally like no steel left in the world except for like scraps. Well, I'm trading for scraps then, I guess. You no longer want to trade your oil with me. Let's take this down to 1, will we? Oh, it is only 2. Well, we're trading with the US then. Like, the US isn't trading steel? It is, but it's mostly being bought by everybody. It seems there's a lot of trouble with steel. This might force us to expand in some territory that we would never have done before. Like, I don't know, Italy, for example. Some nice Italian steel. There's some steel here as well. But I actually plan on puppeting these regions. Okay, there's our mechanized. That's really good. Upgrade our mechanized. Right. I might want to stop producing military factories, though. I think we have enough with what we're doing. I think we're good. Definitely, we're good. Yeah, I think we're good on military factories for now. I've still got a lot of naval crap incoming. So, yeah, let's just focus on some other stuff. Now, there is some research I want to do regarding nuclear stuff. There is some research I want to do regarding synthetic factories. Now, we don't need the oil, but I want to get the rubber internal. So that's something we want to take a look at. There's some, but I think we have more than enough military factories right now. Maybe a little bit more, but I'm already overproducing quite a lot because we run a very small army with a very large economy behind it. So that's something we need to keep in mind. And we get another 30. See, that's kind of almost problematic. There we go. That's one more. Jesus. Alright, well. Our justification is ready. Declare war. Hopefully we'll get no potential enemies in this one. And green, you actually don't have orders, so we might want to just do that real quick and just tell you to just take them out quickly before somebody decides it's funny to take them in. Okay, nobody decided that it was funny to take them in. Good. Oh, we want to take that as well, if you don't mind. Done. Very nice. Yeah, there is not really... Oh, right, we wanted to do some stuff down here. Nilly, you probably have an army by now. Right, yeah, you do. And you have 2.3 million people. No, we're gonna go and keep that, if you don't mind. Okay, so next up is probably the expansion right here and puppeting these areas right here. Got our anti-tank guns, pretty good. Get our mountaineers, 5% more organization. I think that's gets them onto similar organization as regular infantry because they're slightly weaker in comparison. But they have their bonus, that's why they're actually any good. So we're gonna replace this with mechanized. You suffer slightly more penalty on terrain, but you overall are a lot better in what you do. So, bam, there we go. This is gonna probably just flip my guys like, oh my god, dude. Imagine you're sitting there, you're training with trucks all day, and then, you know, some dude comes up to you and says, look, we've got new equipment. What is it? Oh, that's really good. Wow. How many are we getting? A lot. When? We don't know. We're still building them. We've barely invented these things. I would imagine I would be sitting there like, as a soldier like, oh my god, you're joking, right? Like, seriously? Why the hell? Man? What the hell? Alright, let's... Okay, we already have synthetics. Okay, that's good. So we need to get nuclear reactors. And we're gonna just fill the entire nation up with synthetic refineries. And not like that, because... Oh, actually, it doesn't matter, because when we're done with the infrastructure, all of this will be at 100%. Now, what I would like to see is I get it's a short period of time, but after like 20 years of occupation, you would think that people would become more and more willing, depending also how to treat your because this is no longer occupation, this war is done, right? There's no more fighting and anything like that. So I would imagine, right? I would imagine that after a while, people would become more more likely to yeah, how do you say that? Like, I can imagine the first couple of years, people are like, well, fuck you, you're our occupiers, but the war is done, right? Peace and stability is being put into power here and that kind of stuff. So... this is something I really want, actually. I don't know. After a while, you would think that people become more like, ah, well, you know, they're not too bad. They're not the worst people in the world. It's not like the devil is ruling us. Yes, I could understand with... Okay, this is going problematic. Could you please just not do that? There we go. I can imagine that after a while, people would ease out, right? You've been conquered for a long time. People are growing up, like kids getting born, like for 20 years, right? People getting born, like, oh, wait, we're kind of getting used to this shit. Now, I know we're not reaching the 20-year mark just yet, but I don't know. More and more of the population... I would like to have more stuff like the political level of population, because this is just saying like, you own this shit. Like, okay, but why are people still are like incredibly like, no, who's Georgy Sapov? Who the fuck is that? Oh, I don't like you. I really just don't like you. Daily political power gain, yeah, that's fun and all, but so there might be... Oh, you are really good. 5% recruitable population factor? That's pretty good. National unity, man of the people... Prince of Terror, so he does exist. But it's different here. Gaining resource gain efficiency 20%. Recruitable population factor minus 20%. Okay, I wanna... Is this the negative minus 20 or the positive minus 20? Like, this guy has... Okay, now this is bad. Alright, so... This is not what you want. It's not the Prince of Terror that's any good, so... Yeah, I think we're gonna get our compassionate gentleman here. Look at that! Look at that! That just gave us a fuck ton of people to work with. Oh my god, that's really good. See, that's what I like to see. That's what I genuinely like to see. Right, let's get a commander. Dimitar Stoyanov. Okay. If you say so. If you say so. Okay, so 1, 2. I don't think I need that much anymore. As well as rocket. Rocket artillery is actually produced fairly slowly, so I can get that one. I still got factories left. Like, Christ. Right, there's actually something I want to do eventually anyway, so that's has to do with the bomber, so we're gonna save the factories for that. A little bit more oil. We need a little bit more rubber. This has got to be fixed eventually by when all of this is ready and being built, so it's gonna take a while though. I hate you, Japan. You are really annoying. Somebody with a lot more trade influence is just stealing away stuff from Japan. We'll try a little bit of Russians. Advanced artillery upgrade, really nice. Alright, that's completely done. Then there's just some minor stuff here, but I think I'm gonna go for the support companies first. And should we make preparations to go into war with Italy? Italy is strong, and with strong I mean I think they're really powerful. Yes, they're scraping the barrel, and they're working on total mobilization. Wow, and they've still got 500,000 people left. Well, they are fighting against the syndicates, which you got 14 million. What the hell, man? How many divisions do you have? Not that much. You're at war with the entire world, sort of. I'm kind of glad that this is one of those games where the what do you call them again? The syndicalists, except they're not communists, are not the ones that are just blatantly winning. Okay, we're gonna need a little bit more steel. First support companies, come on, you can do it. There you go. Good guy. Steel. Oh wait, the US is trading a lot more steel. Okay, we can get some of these not so good ones out of it. No, we're not trading like a full factory worth of goods. I can't count apparently. Or do math, for that matter. Liberation dates and political power. Are we gonna do this against Italy? This gotta be like the brutalest war that we can do. I think we might actually just want to do the other bits first. You got some divisions, you got a lot of manpower, you're gonna be a very nice person to have as a puppet. Ooh, that reminds me, do we need Cyprus? Anyway, but I'm actually gonna end the episode first. Well, thank you guys for watching and see you guys next time. Have a very good day. Bye bye.